have a win here in downtown Denver, Colorado. The Timberwolves looking for a strong start to this road trip. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
And to say these guys are hot right now would be putting it mildly. They've come into this game playing arguably the best basketball of anybody in the league.
Yeah, Greg, it's been a big-time winning streak. I mean, many of the games haven't even been close during the streak. Needless to say, they're coming into every game now with great confidence and swag.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Garnett, and it's Lopez in at the 1 spot. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against Denver.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Here's Mudiay. He's coming off a 28-point game against Minnesota. Ball's knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. For the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Lopez with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Freak with the ball and finished off by Martin.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
Fareed on the mark with the 15-footer. Fareed's got his first bucket of the night.
That's a big basket. You don't want to let the game get away from you right off the bat.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And the second free throw, good. And here are the Nuggets now. 11-point game coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game.
That's
and it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early with a long range.
And Towns the bucket on the assist from Lopez. Lopez has got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Mudiay. Not a lot of room. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. 6 to shoot. Here's Barton, covered by Martin. Barton, no luck. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on an 18-6 run. Lopez dishes to Martin. A shot, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Catch up with Doris from the center.
Hey, Kev. Well, during that last break, I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and Coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Minnesota?
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Wiggins drives in. That's good. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And finished off by Martin.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Screen by Fareed. Barton picks to Moutier. Tipped away. Out to Chandler. Shoots the 3. And another miss by Denver. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. And there's the feed to Lopez. From past the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Screen by Fareed. Here's Moutier. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Moutier's got 6.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Fades back. Lopez, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 21. Here's Barton. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The pass to Fareed. Knocked loose. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop and finished off by Martin.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Chandler, the pass to Moutier. Back to Chandler. Denver needs to get off a shot. Here's Fareed. Minnesota with the rebound. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, I agree with you. The numbers shout loud and strong. I mean, a major edge for them clearing the backboards, and that was the difference on the scoreboard, too.
Here's Lopez, and the bank shot is good. Lopez has got 21 in the game.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. The Timberwolves, number 1.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Alinari, he's checked in for Chandler. And it's Livingston in for Moutier. Minnesota also with the sub. Zhang's checked in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Nurkic checked in for the Nuggets. Harris comes in for Fareed. Minnesota also making some changes. Adrian Payne comes in for Towns. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Martin. Here is Livingston. Last game he had 10 points. Now here is Gallinari. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Barton. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Barton's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Got that one up quick. And now 24 points for Freak.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now Gallinari looking for his first basket still in this one. Passes it to Livingston. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Barton.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Lopez outside. Timberwolves keep it alive. Jang dishes to Lopez. Jang a screen. Jacks up a 3. And again the triple from Lopez. Lopez has got 27 points.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up. They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Here is Livingston, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Gallinari wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Lopez kicks to Wiggins. Now Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas. And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Livingston passes to Nurkic. They set the pick. Here's Barton. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds here tonight, and the basket by Rubio.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Here's Barton. Sweet little floater. Barton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Lopez dishes to Jang, feeds to Payne. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Wiggins kicks to Lopez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 32 points for Freak.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Livingston passes to Nurkic. Good D by Lopez.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Shoots from 14, and he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Gallinari's got his first 2 points.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And good on the basket. Book it. 10 points for Andrew Wiggins.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Wiggins against Gallinari. Harris outside. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Substitution here for Denver. Norkic checked in for Laverne. Dixon comes in for Harris. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Moutier in for Will Barton. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Garnett comes in for Payne. Martin's checked in for Wiggins, and it's Lopez in for Levine. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Lopez in at 2 guys. Garnett out there with Towns. Then there's Martin. And it's Rondo in at the point. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets was superb. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hits file. No doubt about it.
Rebound by Nurkic.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Livingston kicks to Moutier. And again, Denver, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Livingston dishes to Chandler. Lopez over to help. Chandler kicks to Nurkic. Here's Livingston. Minnesota with the rebound. Lopez has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Garnett, right side. Rondo passes to Lopez. Count the bucket. Lopez has got 41.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Here's Rondo. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing it.
And 3 of their last 5 makes here coming in transition.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ricky Rubio checked in for Minnesota. Dixon kicks to Livingston. Chandler against Martin. They need this. Good. There's the jump shot ball. Chandler's got 4 this quarter.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Lopez with the bucket.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Nurkic dishes to Chandler. Knocked loose. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Nuggets ball. Clock at 6. Livingston passes to Chandler. Lopez with the steal. Here's Martin. Finished off the break. Martin's got 14 points for the game.
Well, it's another fast break score against them, and they just aren't getting back on D in transition. They've got to sprint back and find the ball.
Guys, they're getting caught flat-footed here, and if you're the coaching staff, you've got to get in their ear right now.
And he gets it to go. He's got 16.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Lopez with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And here's Moutier. He's got 11. Inside. Kicks it to Livingston. Screen by Nurkic. Off the screen. Livingston, no luck.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Denver passing it around. Now here's Moutier, covered by Rubio. Moutier with the ball. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. The dish to Livingston. And another miss by Denver. The Timberwolves shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Took him no time at all on that one. 19 points for Kevin Martin.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Can't get it to go. Chandler with the defensive effort. The wide open look here for Lopez. A three-pointer off the mark. Nuggets shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Chandler kicks to Moutier. Here is Livingston. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Gallinari, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Jang, he's checked in for Garnett. And Wiggins is subbed in for Martin.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Moutier kicks to Gallinari. Lopez over to help. Pass to Moutier. Dishes to Gallinari. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And now a look at Emmanuel Moutier here. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's averaging about 19 points per, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Laverne, he's checked in for Nurkic. Harris comes in for J.J. Hickson. And it's Will Barton in for Sean Livingston. And the foul called on Freak.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
And Laverne kicks to Barton. Tries from 16. But he stays with it. Shot clock at 5. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And continuing to cough it up here. The TO's threatening to cost these guys the game.
Yeah, you want to get a shot every time down, even if it's a tough shot. Any shot is better than no shot. You just don't want to turn it over.
Let's at 5 from 18. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Wiggins.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Lopez with the steal. The finish. And Wiggins throws it down.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Gallinari dishes to Barton. And another miss by Denver.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
And again, Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Now, here is Gallinari. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Laverne, and the rejection by Jang. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it to Fed.
Oh, that's moving.
And through the first half, up. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Lopez. 14 rebounds and a ridiculous number of steals. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Will Barton is out there with Moutier, and it's Hickson, and at the 5, down low. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. No luck. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Lopez with the ball. Now Chandler defending, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
The Timberwolves shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field.
Move the ball.
Lopez outside. It's Martin on the wing. Lopez a screen. Martin wide open. He fires. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
The shot by Hickson, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Lopez with the steal. To the inside. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Lopez. 23 points for Kevin Martin.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And Fareed kicks to Barton. And another miss by Denver.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
It's stolen by Hickson. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. 9 feet out. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's 11 points for Kenneth Fareed. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Lopez with the bucket.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Chandler outside. He kicks it to Barton. Hickson a screen. Here's Moutier. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Lopez has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Garnett. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Here's Moutier. Off target from three-point range.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Moutier's got 5 points now this quarter. Lets it fly from 18. And that one's good by Lopez.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
And a lot of teams shy away from that mid-range, but if you can get them off of rhythm, then you can have success. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
No problems knocking that one down. And that's now 28 points for Andrew Wiggins.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
That is good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
That's good. Lopez has got 55.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
Pass to Moutier. He feeds it to Faried. Chandler outside. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Faried from 15 feet away. Goes back up. A shot by Hickson, no good.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Here's Moutier, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
He dishes it to Livingston. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Livingston's got 6 points.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Lopez. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 61 points for Freak.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Here's Moutier. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
I tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release. Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it.
Substitution here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Kenneth Faried comes in for Harris. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And Barton subbed in for Sean Livingston. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Bielitsa comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Beans checked in for Ricky Rubio. And it's Lopez in for Rajon Rondo. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Lopez. He's in at point guard. Garnett out there with Bielitsa. Then it's Payne, and it's Levine in at the 2.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Nelson, no one around him. No good on the quick 3.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Lets the 3 fly, and the shot is good.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Lopez, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Out to Nelson. There's the 3. Can't hit, and Minnesota will come the other way. To the wing right side. Back to Lopez. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Here's Faried, and it's sent back by Lopez. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Off target with his 3. Denver's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Nelson kicks to Johnson. Nelson outside. Another 3 for Denver.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
The drive by Lopez. That's good. Lopez has got 6 in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Nelson from outside. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Garnett, the screen. And down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Lopez.
Wow. What can you say?
Nuggets are gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Nelson. Nelson with another miss.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And that one's good by Lopez.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Nelson, the pass to Fareed. And that time, also a missed shot.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Let's go, baby.
Nelson against Lopez. Inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Take a look at what Fareed's been doing. He's got 11 points, and he's picked up 1 dime. The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Here's Lopez from beyond the arc and then some.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Denver's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. And that's now 11 points for Jameer Nelson.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
From deep three-point range, Chandler with the rebound.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And the pass to Jokic. Three-pointer. And Wilson Chandler hits from deep.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
From deep. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Lopez.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
A good look from Nelson. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Nelson's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And since halftime, he has been a different player. And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
Back to Fareed. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Payne. And so he's picked up his final foul. He'll sit for the rest of this game. Chang, he's checked in for Payne.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Levine. Here's Lopez. Offensive rebound. Here's Dang. Can't hit from in close.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
There's the pick. For 3, Nelson. Here's Laverne. The basket good off the assist from Nelson.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Got that one up quick.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Screen by Fareed. Excellent D there from Garnett.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Back to Lopez. There's the triple. Shot's good.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Nelson with the steal. Takes a three, and he gets it to go.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Three-pointer, and it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
They set the pick. Nelson outside. Johnson dishes to Laverne. 5 to shoot. Nelson kicks to Laverne. Johnson, that's for 2. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Timberwolves shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Lopez, shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
Now Nelson, beyond the arc. Nelson with another miss.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
To the paint. Out to Harris. It's Nelson atop the key. Laverne passes to Johnson. To halt the run. Another miss by Johnson. Lopez against Nelson. And Zhang kicks to Bielitsa. There's the feed to Lopez. From deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's had a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light doesn't get much greener.
Nelson against Lopez. Nelson, right side. In for his 7th bake in 13 tries.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just at times toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Lopez. What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
To the middle. Here's Laverne. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
And he gets it to go.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
And that one's good, Jokic.
And they're really finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their turn.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win.
The 2K Sports postgame.
Freak